Morning, friends. It is bright and early. It is 7 a.m. and Bubba is already up doing his schoolwork today. He plans to go with his daddy to do some renovations to our smoker. So while they are gone, I'm going to work with the other kids, but Mr. Bubba is doing his work so that he doesn't have to do it later tonight when he gets home. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm working on pancakes and bacon this morning. James is outside with the kids. They're picking up the yard and getting some mowing going because it's 70 degrees. It's a little windy, but it's warm. And the last few days it's been in the 20s. Tomorrow it's going to be tornadic, so today's their best option to get the yard work done. So they're working on that. I'm working on breakfast, and then James and Bubba are going to go to his friend Roger's shop and do some welding on our smoker. So Bubba went ahead, did his schoolwork with me this morning. He's done. He's just going to miss our read alouds and stuff today, but he's going to go spend time with Dad while Dad's home, and that's fine. So I'm working on pancakes and bacon. What are we going to do for dinner tonight? James and I talked about this, but I don't remember. Oh, we are doing patty melts tonight. Yeah, so we're going to do patty melts tonight. I'm going to grill some onions to go with them, and I don't know what else. But we will do patty melts for dinner, quick and easy type of dinner, and I think the kids will really enjoy that. I don't know that I've made them in many years, probably since before I started doing YouTube. So that'll be a fun dinner. And then I'll probably do... I have some potatoes, so I'll do some homemade fries with that. But for now, let's just focus on breakfast. I'm working on a bunch of pancakes. I used some Cracker Barrel pancake mix this morning. Somebody from church had given it to me because they aren't eating flour anymore. So I thought we'd give it a try, and it made some really fluffy pancakes. I think I'm going to look for a copycat recipe to make those from scratch at home. After finishing up making our pile of pancakes, I worked on some bacon. I also went ahead and made extra bacon to go on our burgers tonight. So now I'm going to call the kids in from cleaning the yard and get them breakfast plates made. Here is my breakfast today. I just have 2 small pancakes and 2 pieces of bacon.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it.
Mika offered to start pizzas for lunch today, so she has a supreme pizza, a pepperoni pizza, and a 3-meat pizza. She's getting into the oven right now. Everybody has just been going outside all day, getting yard work done, getting the garden fence down, and so we just needed a quick, easy lunch today so everybody could eat and get right back outside.
You and I, let us run away.
We recently switched our chicken feed, and now we are getting a ton of eggs. Maddie has already collected 22 eggs today. While I was working on getting all the laundry caught up, James and the kids took down the whole fence around my garden area. We are going to move my garden back to where it was in previous years. So they went ahead, took down the fence so that when I get it tilled up, we can just put up the fence. So that is done. They also took and pulled up our smoker because it was like, you know, in the ground. The whole thing, I don't know what you call it. But anyways, they pulled that up and they loaded it up on the trailer, and James, Mika, and Bubba went to his friend Roger's shop and they're going to do some welding on it. I'm not sure what all they're going to do, but they took that. So it's just CJ, Penny, and Maddie here at home with me. Maddie is in the bath because she has been busy making mud pies and she was very, very dirty. And then CJ and Penny are working on cleaning out rabbit pens because it's like warm today and we've had so much cold. And what we do during the winter is we put our rabbit pens in U shape and we put a big semi-tarp over them because that holds in the heat really well, keeps the rabbits warm and cozy when it's like really cold outside, like bitter cold. They're usually pretty warm in there. So today they uncovered it all the way and they're working on cleaning out rabbit pens. We do have another freeze coming next week, so they'll have to get recovered, but the pens really needed cleaned. So they're getting cleaned out and getting new hay, except for the mama that's about to have babies. And then they're going to come inside. We're going to watch some TV and just relax, I think, a little bit. And then when James gets home, I'm going to do schoolwork with everybody else that didn't get theirs done. Right now, only Bubba's done with their work. He did his real early because he wanted to make sure he could go with Dad today. So he's done. Just the rest need to do theirs. We're not going to do read alouds, Bible, or story of the world today because we're just going to do the basics, and they're all going to get credit today for doing all the work they did out in the yard with Dad, with the mowing and the cutting firewood and the taking down the fence and everything like that. So we're going to keep it pretty basic today, just do binder work. And then, like I said earlier, we're going to do patty melts for dinner. I thought I had more ground beef in the freezer, but I only had one package, and it's enough for maybe 2 or 3 patty melts. So I took out some ground turkey, and I'm going to use that for some of them too. And then I also cooked extra bacon with breakfast and set that in the fridge so that anybody that wants bacon on their patty melt can have bacon. And then I'm going to cook some mushrooms and onions with the patty melts, and everybody can build theirs however they want them. But that's kind of the... Maddie is calling me from the bathtub. But that is kind of the dinner plan. I'm going to go see what Miss Maddie needs. Maddie was ready to get out of the tub, so I helped her get out and dressed. And then Miss Penny wanted to go ahead and get her work finished, so we're doing her math. While we were working on her math, my Misfits Market box came. So I'm just going through and seeing what all is in it. We have some Brussels sprouts. We have some organic celery. Some Belgium chocolates, which Maddie was excited to see. She said, "Oh, there's a present in here." But it's just an assorted Belgium chocolates, and I think they all have nuts in them. And there is a bunch of loose oranges and stuff in here. These boxes are usually actually packed a lot better than this. But anyway, there is a package of thin sliced Dave's Killer bread in here. Maddie was all excited about this, as you can tell. She was just grabbing everything. We have some curly kale, which I love kale and cranberry salad. So I'll probably be one of the only ones who eat that, maybe CJ and Mika, but I love kale and cranberry salad. It's my favorite. We have some green onions, and then we had some regular oranges and some Cara oranges in here. They're just loosely in here, so as I was pulling them out, Maddie was sticking them in our fruit bowl on the table because we just kind of leave the fruit out and the kids can eat on it every day, all day as they want it or need it or whatever. And then I pulled out a cucumber. Maddie went to stick that in the fruit bowl and then laughed and gave it back. We also have, we have some pears and stuff. But Miss Maddie found some apples over here that I had missed. And I found some limes, although we are going to have to wash the limes off because the ice pack busted on them. So she's just setting those to the side for me. But she's going to open up the pears also and get those in the fruit bowl. We have some plantain chips. I don't know if my kids have ever eaten plantain chips. We'll see how they feel about those. We have Dave's Killer bread, English muffins. I'll probably also eat those for myself. I am trying really hard to make some healthier choices on things like carbs and things. So that'll actually be really helpful for me. And then we got 2 little heads of broccoli. Over here we have some red pears and some more of the Cara oranges. And that is everything in our Misfits Market box. I actually did not order my box this time because I like to choose my own items. And I did not know it was being shipped because I've had my boxes paused since August. So it was kind of a big surprise when I got a notification that the money had come out of my account and it had shipped. But I emailed them and they actually refunded me the money. And then they still shipped the box. So I emailed them again and they said it was fine. They were still just going to ship it and to enjoy the box. Anyway, on to dinner. I'm using this hamburger deluxe seasoning on our meat. We have about a pound of ground beef right here, and then this is our ground turkey. And I'm going to go ahead and make up our patties and all of our stuff that goes on it, and then everybody can just build their burgers when they're ready. So we have our bacon that was already cooked. We have our mushrooms out of the freezer that I'm just going to heat up in some butter. But first, I'm cooking up my onions, and I'm going to start our fries. For our onions, I just sliced those up and added some butter to the pan. And I'm just going to cook them until they're kind of soft but still have a little bit of a bite to them. Once those were done, I moved them over to the countertop and got the mushrooms cooking. I just finished the beef patties and now I'm starting the turkey ones. And then I also just started a second batch of fries. For the fries, I just left the skin on some russet potatoes, washed those, cut them up, and let them soak in cold water for about an hour, and then drain the water off really good before we fried them. Here is Miss Maddie's plate tonight. She chose just bacon, cheese, and a turkey patty and some fries. And we used my George Foreman grill to toast those up, and it turned out perfectly. For mine, I used some of that Dave's Killer bread, a turkey patty, some bacon, cheese, and onions. Oh, and I did add a few mushrooms. So this is our dinner tonight, guys. Everybody really enjoyed dinner tonight, and it was something a little different. Is it tasty? Mm-hmm. Well, yes, I am married to a redneck. My husband came home with his smoker, and he was so excited that they put semi-stacks on it that he offered to smoke ribs tomorrow. So dinner tomorrow will be smoked ribs. Thank you guys so much for coming along with us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below so we can chat, and I'll see you guys very soon with another new video. Bye.
Stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts.